Hello, welcome back. Good evening, one and all. As you have seen my different video sessions, mathematics class 10 is also included in it. I hope you are liking my session and please do like my videos if you find it genuine and if please watch till the end. And if you are watching for the first time, please subscribe my channel and do click the bell icon to get the further notifications. If you feel like my channel will benefit somebody who is studying in the 10th standard CBSE, so please do share with them also and do comment your suggestions on the comment box so that I can improve on my next videos. Thank you everyone. So here in our video number 7 and also part number 8, we are discussing here the exercise 1.2 of first chapter real numbers. So please be in touch with 2 sessions, then only we will understand it more. And also after the session, if you have any doubt, if you feel any doubt, please do rewatch the session and also do work out daily at least 10 problems, because for CBSE 10 the mathematics a student is studying, it is very important to work out at least 10 to 15 problems daily, then only it will benefit you. And welcome back everyone. So this is the 8th part of the classes of real numbers. So here we are going to discuss the balance of the exercise 1.2 we have discussed last week. So we have to start from fourth question. Exercise 1.2. We are going to start from the fourth question because 3 questions we have discussed yesterday. Those who missed it, please go back and watch my last video, previous video, that is 7th part video. Now, fourth question. Given that HCF of two numbers is given as 9 and their LCM is given as, we have to find the LCM of this number. Which are the numbers given to you? 306 and 657. As per the theorem, we know that LCM into HCF is the product of two numbers. So what is LCM we have to find? So LCM will be the product divided by HCF. What is the product? 306 into 657 divided by HCF given as 9. So what will be the answer? We can make it smaller than 9. How many times? 9 73 times. So 73 into 306, you will get the answer 22338. So this is the LCM. Clear? Next question. You have to check whether 6 raised to n can end with. We have to check 6 raised to n can end with the digit 0. Digit 0 ending. If possible or not, we have to check. Everybody know if a number should end with 0, the factors should be 2 into 5. If 2 factors are there, 2 into 5 obviously it should be. So we have to check that 6 raised to n we can write it or not. So you have to write the steps like this. If a number ends in 0, the prime factors should be 2 into 5. Now we can check 6 raised to n. You can split now 6. We have studied in powers of exponents that 2 into 3 the whole raised to n. 6 we can split as 2 into 3 and power we can write the same. So 2 into 3 the whole raised to n. So here can you find the factor 2 and 5? 2 is there but 5 is there or not? No. So definitely it is not possible. So you have to write it cannot be possible because prime factors does not contain, do not contain 2 into 5 factor. Okay, sorry, do not contain 2 into 5 factor. That is a statement you have to do. Next question is sixth question. Explain why 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 and 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5 are composite numbers. We know what is the difference between composite numbers and prime numbers. Prime numbers means what? Prime numbers are the numbers in which the same number and 1 are only the factors. Example, 2. 2 is the least prime number. 2 into 1. And 2 have a special case that 2 is the only even prime number. Do you know that? This is a surely asked question for MCQ based examination. So 2 is the only even prime number. And 2 is the least prime number. Same with 3, if I am writing 3 into 1, if I am saying 17, 17 into 1, all others are odd numbers. So everywhere you can see that 1 is only the other factor other than this number, same number. So if we are talking about composite numbers means it will be having more than 2 factors other than 1. Understood? So these are composite numbers. So composite numbers means we can multiply this and we can find this answer totally, this and this. Then we will check whether it is, then after that we will do the prime factorization, then we will understand that whether it is a composite number or a prime. So 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. How we can do? Here also 13 is there, 13 is there. We can take 13 common. So it will be 7 into 11 plus 1. So 13 into 7 into 11 is 77 plus 1. So what is 13 into 78? 13 into 78. You can, okay, you can make it as factors. That is 13 into 78 means 39 into 2. Again we can split 13 into, this is 13 into 3. 39 I can write as 13 into 3 into 2. You can separately do the factors, no problem. So 13 how many times? 13 square into 3 into 2 are the factors here. Again, next to this one. 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. We know that it is 7 factorial. What is actually the value of 7 factorial? You can, that is 1, 2, 2, 3 are 6, 24, then 120, then 120 into 6 is 720, then into 7 will be 5040. And 5040, then this is plus 5. So it will be 5045. So you can 1009. You know what is the peculiarity of this number 1009? You check you are getting it or not in factors 7, 9, 7, 11, 13, 17. If you are continuously doing also, you will not get. Only the factor is 1009 and 1. You know what is the peculiarity of this number 1009? 1009 is the first prime number between 1001 and 2000. This is the first prime number between 1000 and 2000, and it is the 169th prime number. Okay, keep remember this anyway, anytime it can be asked for any MCQ. So this is the speciality of 1009. Whenever in my video I will be explaining the peculiarities of certain numbers, so please note it down. It is very important. Okay, by this analysis, what do you understand? This is the factor that 5 into 1009. This is the fact, and 1 is also a factor obviously. So here also you can find more than 2 factors other than 1. So we can conclude that these both are which numbers? Composite numbers. Now our last question. There is a circular path around the sports field. Okay, then Sonia and Ravi both are there. Okay, so Sonia is there and Ravi is there. Both Sonia takes 18 minutes to drive one round. So Sonia will take 18 minutes. Then what about Ravi? Ravi will take 20 minutes for the same. Suppose they both start at the same point. If suppose this is the starting point and they go in the same direction. If suppose they are going in the anti-clockwise direction, they will go and continuously taking the round. And in at a one point they will meet again any time. So we have to find which is that time. For this, obviously, you know what you have to find. You have to find the LCM. Anytime if you are meeting, if two trains are starting from 2 points and they have given the time of that, what you will do? You will find the LCM of that. Then only you will get the answer. Every time meeting point means if suppose a question coming like this, you have to find the LCM. Before that, I have given a clue for LCM. Do you remember that? Least area, maximum number. Like that, if question comes, you have to find the LCM. In this type of meeting point, you have to find the LCM. So what is the LCM of 18 and 12? So what are the factors of 18? You know, it is 2 into 3 into 3. That is 2 into 3 square. What is the factor of 12? You know that it is 2 into 2 into 3. That is 2 square into 3. So LCM means what? Which are the numbers here? 2 is there and 3 only there. So 2 which is the highest factor? 3 which is the highest factor? That is 4 into 9. 9 4s are 36. So in the 36 minute they are going to meet together. So this is the way for dealing all these problems related with 1.2 LCM and HCF. Both I have explained and we have cleared the exercise 1.3 also. So by the coming up videos, we will be discussing the more topics and exercise 1.4. Thank you for watching this session. Hope you like this. Please do click the like button and please do comment your suggestions on the comment box. And if you're watching this channel for the first time, please subscribe it and please do click the bell icon nearby it. So thank you very much. So we can wait till tomorrow. I will be coming with a new session and interesting topic. So thank you very much. Bye.